All right, hello and welcome, fellow rhinoplasty surgeons of the digital world. This is a tutorial on how to give a nose job in Photoshop. This is a little off the beaten path in terms of tutorials I normally do, but I figured, hey, maybe there's someone out there that is actually seriously considering a nose job, and it will make or break it to see sort of a preview of what it looks like. So let's do a sort of simple side view one first. You can just Google nose job, and this is what you'll see. You'll probably get this one, which is super easy to Photoshop. So I want to sort of do this video, this image on the left, and see how it compares to the real nose job afterwards, minus of course the added makeup and foundation. So copy the image to your clipboard, and file new, and OK. You can just press Control V now that it's on your clipboard, and you will get this. All right, so let's get started. There are a few ways to do this. Some are a little bit harder and more realistic looking. Some are quick and easy. Let's start with the quick and easy version. Let's go to Filter drop-down menu and click Liquify. Liquify is one of those tools that's fun to play around with in Photoshop if you're just first getting Photoshop. But one problem with it is if you're trying to create a realistic image, it's going to end up having this blurred effect. So here is one way to give somebody a nose job. So there, I just did it. Super simple. I actually went even further than the real nose job. I can just, if I want to, I can just press Restore All, and it goes back to normal. So I can kind of like, let's just see, they just kind of knocked that out there, maybe brought it to there. They knocked a little down further here. So that is what she would look like without makeup. That's her with makeup. So that's nose job number one. All right, now let's do a slightly more complicated version of sort of like a front on. So just Google nose job before and after, and you will find, let's do this one of Blake Lively, just because it's got a really solid before and after. Nothing personal. Okay, so you copied it, Control New or just File New, Control V for paste. And so now we've got some front on shot. This is a little bit more complicated, and you're going to need to use some tools that you might not be familiar with. Perfect example, the clone brush. So this essentially, or clone stamp. So this essentially will take a place that you select by pressing Alt, which is just counterintuitive. But press Alt and then click, and then you will be able to just draw what was there. So you can draw her third eye if you want. So what we're going to do is use that really subtly to just kind of move her nose in and up. And this will give a preview of something maybe hopefully a little bit more similar to this. And we'll see, without the new tan, things like that. Okay, so you're going to kind of just grab this edge and move it in a little bit and move the bottom of her nose up. So get a kind of nice fuzzy brush, somewhat small. You can kind of grab the line and just move it up a little bit. See, now we've already changed her nose quite a bit. You can move her nostrils in slightly, like looks like they did that, maybe not. And there. And we also want to make it slightly less, have slightly less mass by bringing in a little bit of shadows. Maybe. So that helped a lot already. So now what we're going to do is, you can see they took definitely, if it's not just makeup, her nose is a lot thinner than in this picture. So in order to get that done nicely, let's go up to a slightly bigger brush and sort of just grab that edge and bring it in. That might have been too far, maybe not. And do the other side. And bam, I mean, we can probably do the same thing with just bringing in her nose there, and we've got a little bit of blurring, which you can re-add texture if you care. But we're getting somewhere a little bit closer to at least the thinness of her nose. Looks like the center portion of her nose is a little bit thinner, but it's just refining details at this point. But yeah, I mean, before and after, we can see what happened when we first got her here. I mean, that's the difference right there. Bam, Bam. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching.